My name is Scott W. Baker. I'm a professional photographer based in Red Hook, Brooklyn, New York City. Today I want to discuss the Nikon D7000 camera and a particularly wonderful lens, the 35mm 1.8 prime. Most people no longer shoot with primes. They've switched over to the zoom lenses because you can cover a much broader range from wide angle to telephoto. But in certain circumstances, the wide and normal lenses that Nikon makes, the 35 and the 50, 1.4, 1.7, 1.8, the fast primes, are actually better suited. And the reason for this, I shall show you. First though, let's go and look at the camera. The D7000 came out about 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer. It is an APS sensor, APC sensor, pardon me, a cropped sensor. It is set to 16 megapixels and it produces about a 40 meg file when you open it up in Photoshop. It shoots high definition 1080p video and it's very, very easy to use. It produces really spectacular results with very low noise, which is surprising given that it's a crop sensor. The camera is not the top of the line professional body, but it's neither an amateur body. It's a magnesium alloy body, and the shutter is considered good for up to 150 or 300,000, I believe 150,000 shutter actuations, which is more than you'll ever do in your lifetime. The top of the camera here has the adjustments for automatic, manual, shutter priority, and programmable. When you want to shoot with a fast lens, you typically want to shoot on aperture priority, and then when you look through the lens, through the camera, you will see the speed which you can control with the front or rear toggle switch. And when you shoot at 1.8, the secret is you want a high shutter speed and keep your ISO low because you're shooting with a fast lens, so you will get decent shutter speeds in low light. And then focus, if you're shooting on people, on their eyes. And if their eye is sharp, everything behind them will go into soft focus and you'll get this beautiful soft bokeh light effect where it's all sort of a whipped butter look, and it's quite artistic and dramatic. You can see this effect in some of my work on my website, scottwbaker.com, if you go to the people section. It's also fabulous for low light photography. If you're shooting in low light in the early evening or the evening, set your ISO around 400, 640, maybe 1000, and then shoot it wide open. Back to the camera. Very solid body, 3-inch display, 920,000 pixels, which produces a very sharp image. You have this feature right here, which is the live view. You tilt that down when the camera is on, of course. You tilt this down right here, like that. And what you will see is a view of what you're looking through the lens. And then you simply push the red dot and it will start recording 1080p video. If you look closely, you'll see the little red dot flashing on the upper left corner. That is showing you that you're recording in 1080p. Very cool. The files that this produces in video under good light are spectacular. I would recommend getting an external microphone which can be inputted right here. You plug in a decent $100, $150 Sennheiser external mic directly into that hole there. And you should have a shotgun mic. They're about 5 or 6 inches long. And your sound quality will be dramatically increased, much clearer. You won't hear the sound of the camera, and you'll get a spectacular results. If you're just shooting regular photography, you have all your different settings here on the top of the camera. You have on and off, your meter pattern, white balance, all these controls right here. Additionally, you can attach your flash right here. With Nikon's flash system, everything is integrated, and you can do off-camera or on-camera flash, totally integrated. It's a superior flash system to the Canon systems. This right here is the lens that we were discussing before. This is a very simple lens. It's a prime. Take a closer look there, guys. It's a 50 millimeter, no, in this case, I beg your pardon, 35 millimeter, 1.8 G. It's a cheap lens. It's only $200, but it's very sharp and very simple, so it tends to be easy to use. Only about 200 bucks at Adorama or B&H. Autofocus, it's a DX sensor. It's a cropped sensor lens. It's not full frame. This will not do well on a full frame Nikon body like the F3 or F3X. F3X. You know the cameras I'm talking about, guys. But on a non full frame camera, you can't do better than this. It has the metal plate in the back here, which shows that it's fairly well constructed. Just a really sweet lens. You can manually focus it by turning this here. This allows you to override, if you want, the autofocus, although the autofocus is quite good. This is the back of the lens. As you can see, it's multi-coated, as are all Nikon lenses. We put the lens back on by lining up the white dots. Turn it until you hear it lock, and you're good to go. If you have any questions, you can certainly email me directly, scott@scottwbaker.com. I'll try to post some additional features regarding this camera at some later dates. You can see some of my work at scottwbaker.com. Hope you have a good day. Peace.